Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Grue Rume. Today, for the Grue Rume, we got a very special guest. He has over 1 million followers on TikTok, big TikTok star and influencer, Hudson Roberts. I've been trying to get him for a while. I'm finally glad that we're on the same page and he's coming on the show. I'm really looking forward to it. And Hudson is coming up next. Hello, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for being a guest. For people that are just watching us, we've been trying to get this going for the past 20 minutes and finally looking like it's doing pretty good right now.
I'm happy to be here, man. I'm so happy to be on.
I'm really happy you came on the show. Like I was telling you, I sent you a text. Like I've been really looking forward to actually talking to you and getting to know you, and you seem really cool and chill, and I'm really happy it's finally happening.
Yeah, me too, man. This should be good. This should be a fun conversation.
Definitely, bud. So I see you're a big fan of sports. What
Mhm.
what sports do you watch on television, and have you played any sports?
Growing up, I always played baseball. That was like from when I was 4 years old all the way up to when I was 18. Wasn't good enough to play in college though. I wish I was, but I was pretty average if I'm being honest. But baseball has always been like my go-to sport. My dad coached me growing up, and my senior year kind of got screwed over by COVID, as a lot of other athletes did. But we just had to move on. But baseball has just always been like my stress reliever. That's where I met most of my friends, and that's
Oh,
just where
wow.
I spent like a lot of my downtime, honestly. And it was just a huge part of my life. But being from Texas, I can't say that baseball is too enjoyable to watch. I don't think anyone can really say that. It's pretty boring to watch. So being from Texas, I mean, it'd have to be football. Every
Definitely.
Friday night going to your high school game, watching it. It's a different feeling. It's a different beast, honestly.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. So
Yeah,
you prefer like high school, college sports over like pro?
absolutely. I feel like they have to try harder. They have to
Yeah,
like
that's
earn their
true.
spot. You see a lot more heart out there than just dudes with $1 million paychecks.
Yeah. Yeah, once they get that big fat check, they kind of get a little bit slower and lazier.
Absolutely. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. So what made you want to start doing tick tick TikTok videos, and what age did you start?
um, so TikTok, I'm gonna be honest, that was not my first social media. I started on YouTube. I did reaction videos to like the coat or the soap cutting videos, which was totally weird. It was totally weird. I just sit there and watch it, like zero reaction, right? It was just the video and then me in the corner. But TikTok, that's when I started really getting traction. I was about 16,
Hmm.
and I got into it because I had really nothing to do. I was grounded at the time. I got in trouble for New Year's, and my mom was like, here's your phone. This is about all you can do for the next couple of months until you clear, everything up with, I guess, the police. I'm going to be honest. I got in trouble with the police. But, that was honestly a blessing in disguise, because it kind of made me find my passion in a way,
Hmm.
which is, I wouldn't say TikTok is my passion, but I'd say like video creation and kind of expressing myself through that way is my passion. And so 16, I poured in so much energy, pretty much all of the free time I had away from school and baseball and everything, into TikTok just to see where it'd take me. And I gained traction off of doing some lip syncing videos to some
Nice.
Tory Lane songs, whatever it was, right? Just trying to get my initial fan base, because that's what a lot of other people were doing. That's how a lot of
Hmm.
people were growing, was doing those, I guess, seductive lip syncing videos, which make me uncomfortable looking at now. But then I started moving into like a different genre, trying to find a different, I guess, community. And I helped people a lot at my high school with, I guess, relationship drama. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
there's relationship drama everywhere in high
Oh,
school.
Of course.
And so I was like, well, I'm sure if I'm helping this many people in high school now, there's other people that would like to hear what I have to say. And even if not, I can just be like, go watch my TikTok. I just made that over this exact thing, which that was probably the best decision I've made when it comes to social media, because that's really what took off my account, was all these relationship advice videos. And it really molded my community that I have now.
Nice, nice. And what, I mean, what video you think was the one that gave you the most views, like the video that made you actually blow up?
Well, that's actually interesting because it happened in a week.
Oh my God.
I had several videos across a week get over millions and millions of views. I gained like 800,000 followers within a week. I
Really?
went from 200,000 to a million
Oh my
in
God, get out.
1 week.
One
And
week you did all that?
I think I was the first TikToker that really saw that type of growth, mainly because
Oh,
I tapped into such a niche, but such a like a big community. And so that really made, like, that really highlighted in my mind how big TikTok could really be. But it started off with, I remember my first relationship video. It was like, do you think that my boyfriend's cheating on me? Or like, how do I trust that my boyfriend's not cheating on me? Which is, in hindsight, it's a pretty gnarly idea. Like, why don't you just trust him, right?
right,
But
exactly.
but I responded to it, and that started taking off. And then it went into the every girl's weakness videos, which is it's a pretty weird title, but it goes into things like what girls like that guys do. And
Yeah,
a lot of guys found that interesting. And a lot of girls found it even more interesting, right? Because they'd agree. They'd be like, oh, absolutely, or absolutely not in the comments, right? And so I'd say the abundance of those videos, like the every girl's weakness, the relationship advice videos that I posted across that initial week,
hmm,
really, really skyrocketed
wow.
all of my followers.
Oh wow, crazy.
Mhm.
So like when you you got these videos out and now you're getting like over 1 million followers, do your friends at school or your friends outside of school, do they start treating you different? Like, are they all trying to be like your closest friend now?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Making TikToks in a public high school, it wasn't really the most popular thing, especially the
Okay,
ones that I started off with, the lip syncing ones,
gotcha,
trying to
gotcha.
be all cute or whatever. Those really didn't get me many friends. But as the success like started coming, like the numbers started coming,
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that many people switched on me. I'd just say I caught the eye of many people. Like maybe another conversation got struck up that wouldn't have happened if I didn't have followers.
true.
You, but I wouldn't say many people weren't real to me. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because I've always kind of stuck with my teammates, my baseball player teammates. I had a girlfriend at the time, and I just always stayed true with them. And so I never saw any personality changes with them. Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I missed it, but I didn't see any big changes. But now for sure, like now I can look back in those
Hmm,
relationships that I once had that I kind of grew distant to.
exactly.
I can see a little bit of like, hey, let me get a shout out, whatever it
Right,
is.
right, exactly.
But it makes me feel good. I don't really get mad about it. I take it as like a feel good accomplishment thing.
Nice. Okay. And when you were first starting them, and how did you know like what what actually worked? Like what videos were gonna gain the most followers?
I'm so glad you asked that. It was a lot of trial and error. So I would post videos that I think would go crazy viral, and they'd flop. They'd get like 100 views. And then it would always be the ones where I'd be like, oh, this one probably won't get a lot of views, and it'd take off, right?
Oh,
Well, after I started posting a lot of the same kind of content that went viral, I kind of had a gauge, right? Because if it goes viral once, it's bound to go viral again, and then again, and then again. That's why it's such a smart idea, especially whenever you're starting off in social media. If you have like a good reaction to a
mm-hmm.
video, to keep posting similar stuff. to that.
Okay.
You could build a whole career off of one type of video. That's what I did.
Oh wow.
And I don't know. It's just anything about relationships that I posted, anything about girls or what girls like, what guys do in relationships that suck, anything. It was just I knew it would do good, and it did do good. And it's still today, I've seen a bunch of TikTok accounts grow and get millions and millions of followers, more followers than I have, based off of just these types of videos.
Oh my God. Wow. Damn. Okay. And what video did you have like the most fun doing?
What video? Okay. That's a funny story. It was my 100,000 follower video. I made it with one of my best friends, Elijah. We had confetti poppers, and we tried to do it all cool, like slow-mo, whatever. We set my phone up on the car. It ended up being an awful video. Like, it didn't look good at all. But we did it in the school parking lot.
Oh wow.
Before school started. And we actually ended up having to go out there with brooms and clean up all the confetti after, which was pretty embarrassing. Like, you don't want to go out there while all your friends are in school cleaning up confetti because you want them to make a TikTok, right? But that's what we had to do. That was probably the most fun I've had. I've also collabed with Aiden Holly, who he's got like 10 million followers right now on TikTok.
Damn. Okay.
He lived in my area before I moved in Texas, and he does flips. And so I kind of did a day in his life as a way. And I tried to do all that. And that was a super fun day. He taught me how to do a front flip, and I taught him how to be good in a relationship, I guess.
Oh wow. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but the thing froze again.
What?
I mean, we could just like continue talking, and it would just be like a frozen screen. But at least I could hear you.
Is it still frozen right now?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's really up to you. What do you want to do?
No, I mean, we could like just still talk instead of like stop. I mean, we already talked a little bit, so we could just keep on going. And yeah, I mean, as long as I could hear your voice,
Okay, because I want it to be perfect for you. So if it means that I can go over to someone else's house, use their internet, I will totally do that. I will totally do that.
Nah. This is fine. As long as your voice is coming in, that's all. That's all good.
Okay.
And wanted to ask, like, how did you feel when you finally got the blue check mark next to your name?
That was a super exciting moment. I got the blue check mark. I know it was either on a Thursday or Friday because I got it right after a baseball game. And I remember getting back to my car, and I didn't even realize it, but I had tons of text messages from my manager at the time. He was like, "Did you see? Did you see?" I was like, "Did I see what? What is this dude talking about?" And so I called him. I was like, "What are you talking about, man? Are you insane? I don't see anything." And he was like, "You just got verified."
Nice.
And it was like a huge accomplishment. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of got emotional. Like, I don't know why I felt emotional over like a little blue check mark on a phone, but it's like everything that I was working towards, I guess, finally paid off in a way. Like, I have something to prove for it. I wasn't just doing this just because anymore. Like, I could definitely see more of a future with it now that I had a blue check mark, because in reality, with brands, with sponsorships, that check mark carries more weight than really what kind of content you put out, how many followers you have. If you have a blue check mark, you'd have 2 followers and it still carry a ton of weight.
Oh wow. Okay. And like you're talking about brands and stuff. Like I saw you on one of your posts, you were drinking Bang. Like, are they one of the brands that you're with?
They are one of the brands. On top of, they're one of the brands that I work with consistently. I have an agreement with them to post. I love them. That I've always loved Bang Energy. I love energy drinks. So they are one of them. That it's a fairly new relationship. We've had it for about 7 months or
Oh,
so,
wow. Okay.
which I mean, I guess in social media terms is a pretty long relationship because things change every day. But yeah, they're a great company. I love working with them. I hope they love working with me. But yeah, they're cool. I like Bang.
And is there anyone you would love to do a video with, like any TikTok star or YouTuber that you would love to do a video with that you haven't done one with yet?
I honestly, it's really, I don't see it happening, but I'd say a person I really do look up to a lot that I would love to just have a conversation with or sit down and just talk to or record videos with. He's not really a TikToker, but it's Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy. He's just he's so smart. I really do look up to him. I really do.
Nice.
He started his career later on in life, which I think is admirable. He didn't give up on his dream. And he's a funny dude. He's very smart. I would just like to pick at his brain, even if it was for a TikTok, see what he thinks about relationships, even. Just pick at his brain and see what he's thinking, because he is a very strange man. He's not a very normal dude, which I think is interesting.
if if anyone is trying to break in into this world, like of TikTok, YouTube, like what what kind of advice would you give them to go far to get the followers and get the likes?
Well, of course, there's the typical every advice
Oh,
ones.
good, you're back.
But of course, there's the typical advice ones, like be consistent, post every day, have an upload schedule, have good lighting. Like your camera doesn't matter, your camera quality doesn't matter as much as your lighting, because your camera quality is only as good as your lighting, if that makes
Okay.
any sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
But those are mainly the big things. Consistency, try and step up your quality every chance you get. And another big one, especially in the TikTok creator space, is relationships. Anybody could go viral at any time. You want to know as many people as you can. I mean, I've seen it firsthand. Addison Rae followed me before she blew up.
Wow.
And I literally watched her blow up in front of my eyes.
Oh, wow.
I literally watched her go from 100,000 followers to 10 million, and it seems like overnight. And it was the craziest thing to me. It was the craziest thing to me. But seriously, anybody can go famous anytime. So you want to have connections, big or small, because you never know what's going to happen. That's probably my best advice I can give for TikTok.
Okay. And did you watch that big recent fight, a boxing fight between the TikTokers and the YouTubers?
I did. I could say I'm disappointed.
I was gonna ask who you were rooting for, but I think I already know.
I have to, man. I have to root for him. I feel like I didn't really have a choice in rooting for the YouTubers, even if I did like them. But I can say, like, I feel like the fights were fair. Like, it was a very entertaining event. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed watching it. But TikTokers just didn't stand a chance, man. They didn't.
So, I mean, how come you didn't put on the gloves?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I first off, I don't have any beef. I stay pretty neutral. Second off, it's not like I caught an invite or anything to it, but no, seriously,
are you serious?
I didn't get invited to it, which so be it. It's fine, right? But that's definitely a niche audience that I just haven't tapped into. A lot of their audience is younger girls, I'd say.
Gotcha.
When a lot of my audience tends to be high school, younger college, because that's when the girls really get into relationships. That's when they start caring about it, right? When it's just two separate worlds on the same platform. I think personally. they're the pretty boys. I feel like I am not as pretty, I guess.
Well, I mean that isn't true because that like you got a lot of followers, and I see some comments of people, and they're very attracted to you.
I guess so. I guess so.
So now, if they come back again and they issue to go into the ring and put the gloves on, would you consider it?
And then if they were to offer me a fight, I'd have to know against who, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not a fan of getting beat up. I don't think it's fun. So no shot I'd get in there with anyone like huge, way bigger than me.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, it's a possibility because
Okay.
that fight, it really wasn't for anything more than money. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
It really
that's
wasn't. And so I guess I'd weigh out my cards, see who I'd fight, see who I wouldn't fight, and then go from there. But I mean, I'm down for a fight. It's just at what cost am I really willing to do it with? You know, I'm not going to go up against a dude that's 6'5", 300
yeah,
pounds.
that's true.
Like,
That's true. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see you go against someone that big.
that'd be a show, wouldn't it? Oh man,
That
that'd be
wouldn't
funny.
be. Oh my God. And like what kind of songs do you like listening to? Like what's like on your playlist and stuff?
I'm a huge country fan. I love country music. George Strait has my heart. I love George Strait music. Cody Johnson. I love Cody Johnson. Morgan Wallen, give or take sometimes. I'm not a huge Morgan Wallen fan, but I like listening to Morgan Wallen. But my favorite artist probably right now is Parker McCollum.
Okay.
I love Parker McCollum. He actually performs quite often. I think it's like twice a year. He promised to perform in my college town, which is super exciting. So
Nice.
I get to see him pretty often whenever I want to, which is cool.
Sweet. Nice. And like what was the first show you ever saw, like the first artist or the first band?
Uh, it would be Taylor Swift.
Oh,
Taylor
nice.
Swift. It was for my sister's like I want to say her like her 13th birthday. It was a while ago. It was at the Frank Irwin Center in Austin, and I remember it. I remember the whole show. It was so good. It was so good. She's such a great performer,
He
and
is.
I don't know. It was before she dropped any of her like real heartbreak music. She was still in her teenage Taylor Swift age with having all of her young fans and
Hmm.
everything. And I just remember it so vividly. It was very, very cool experience. I'd probably go again now. Like she is a
Nice.
great performer.
Nice. Nice. And you ever been to like music festivals like at Coachella?
I've yet to go to a music festival. However, my senior year of high school, I bought tickets for Jambalaya, which is like a rap concert in
Sweet.
Austin, Dallas, Houston, other places as well. But COVID happened and
Of
I had to get
course.
refunded. But I do want to go to a music festival. I feel like it'd be a really cool experience.
Oh,
Austin City
definitely.
Limits is coming up. I feel like that would be cool.
Sweet, sweet, nice. Like I never been to a music festival yet, but it's definitely something I definitely want to try, and I might actually try it this year. Like there's a music festival in Delaware called
Mm-hmm.
Firefly. I don't know if you ever heard of that one.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks really good, and I might actually try it.
Yeah, it's got to be a vibe there. Honestly, that's the best word that I can describe it. It's just a vibe. Everyone's there for the same reason. It just looks so fun. It just
Oh,
looks so
definitely,
fun.
definitely.
So I'm with you on that. And I definitely want to go to one.
Sweet, sweet, nice. And what like you know like what made you want to start going back to school again, like going to college?
Well, I'm in a very fortunate situation. My grandparents have blessed me and they wanted to put me through college.
Oh, sweet, nice.
And I will be forever grateful for that. And I would be stupid to pass up on that opportunity.
True.
Honestly, doesn't matter how good social media goes for me. I've been able to balance both pretty well. and I don't want to jeopardize my future for something that's not certain right now.
No, you're right. You're right about that.
And I going into it, I wasn't sure if it was the right idea because I've heard the thing, college can wait, this is now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to be behind if this isn't forever and I have to go through school for 4 years and aren't really able to get a job, if that makes sense.
No, definitely does. Yeah.
So I felt like it was the best choice for me in my future. So I decided to go to Stephen F. Austin State University for business and finance. And
wow.
I enjoy it, honestly. I really do. I'm in a fraternity, which is
nice,
cool.
Nice.
And I've just really been giving it my full shot there, which I'm glad I did.
And you say you're in a frat. So how was rush week?
I'm gonna be honest. Fraternities are a different breed. You know, it's like a lot of unwritten rules, a lot of tradition, a lot of just beating around the bush, I guess, is what it really is. However, I can say I didn't really have that bad of a rush experience.
Oh, okay, good.
I didn't get hazed. None of my pledge brothers got hazed. We're really strict on that actually at our campus because, especially on our chapter, because a couple of years ago we had a brother die because of that. So we don't really mess around with that anymore. But that, I mean, rush is fun. It's supposed to be a fun, enjoyable thing. And I feel like that's really looked over in a lot of Greek life because you're supposed to be inviting and welcoming all the future of your fraternity, and then you just destroy them right when they get there. You know what I mean? It's not really the smartest tactic, I don't think. And I've actually secured the recruitment chair position. I'm the recruitment chair for my fraternity.
Oh wow, that's so awesome.
And so, I mean, under me, there's no hazing at all. I don't think it's a good idea, especially because a lot of fraternities have been getting in trouble for it.
Exactly.
And I'm not going to be the reason that my fraternity goes down for that. Hands are up for that. I'm not doing it. But it does still happen. I mean, hazing and all that, it's part of Greek life. You can't deny it, but I guess you can just turn a blind eye to it. That's what everyone's been doing for years. Sad truth, but it is how it is, I guess.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm sure you drink and stuff. What's your drink of choice?
My drink of choice. Well, if we're talking beer, I like Michelob. I like Michelob. But if we're talking like a mixed drink, I'm a simple whiskey Coke guy.
Okay.
However, this past semester I found a new love for tequila shots. They get me in trouble. I'll tell you what. I love tequila shots. But I mean, of course I drink there. I feel like college, that's kind of the spot where I'm sorry. I feel like college is kind of the spot where you kind of find out more about yourself. And I'm gonna be honest, I found out that I like drinking. Which is a great.
Earlier you talked about a story drinking and New Year's Eve and cops, and I have to, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to, but I wanted to touch on that to see what happened.
I'll give you the rundown. No, that for sure. So I was in high school. I was 16, and I went to a New Year's party. It was one of my teammates' parties, and it was supposed to be like a small little get together, just a couple of the teammates, couple of girls, just relaxing. Well, it got out of hand quick. A lot of people started showing up. It was just totally out of our hands. There was nothing we could really do. We were trying to kick people out. Well, I was in the front yard. I was going pee in the front yard, and I didn't see the cops coming. They came around the corner without their headlights on, without any lights on, and they got me. They grabbed me by my arm while I was still peeing. That was the most uncomfortable situation I've ever been.
Sure it was.
Grab my arm. I'm peeing. I'm like, what in the world is happening?
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
they breathalyzed me. They had to call my mom. She came and picked me up. I went to court, did the deferral program, and it's all taken care of now. But it was a learning lesson not to pee in the front yard.
Wow. Oh my God. Well, as long as you didn't get any pee on the cop, right?
Right. Oh, that would have been so awful. Oh, that would have been awful.
So do you think that's like the wildest thing that ever happened to you while you were drunk?
So far, definitely.
Okay. Okay.
I'd have to say. I mean, I'm pretty responsible when I'm under the influence. I mean, especially when I'm in college. I definitely don't want to get arrested there.
Definitely
Um,
not. No.
so we kind of, me and my brothers kind of hold each other responsible. Like we try to act adult like, I guess, whenever we're out. Because it's never a fun night when you're trying to bail one of your brothers out. So
That's
you're not
true.
trying to be that guy.
That's true. You're right. You're right. I I remember like one my like wildest like drunk thing was probably 17 or 18. I forgot, but I was either 17 or 18. I was over a buddy's house, and we were all like feeling it and smoking, drinking, and all that fun stuff. And then I just couldn't handle my liquor, and I like went out of the house, and for some reason I just kept running down the street, like ringing everybody's doorbell and screaming at them.
Oh no.
And the cops were called, and they were asking me what I was doing, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And luckily they were nice about it and drove me home.
Oh, nice. Hey, that's a win. That's a win.
Exactly, exactly. Well, at the time, one of the neighbors up my street were on the police force, and
Mhm.
I dropped his name so I wouldn't get in trouble.
Oh no. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Oh my God. Uh, is, is there any place you would love to go to and visit?
I feel when I turn 21, definitely Vegas. I feel
Vegas,
like
nice.
I feel like that'd be super fun. My sister recently went there and she was showing me all the pictures. It looks fun. New York. I've never been to New York.
Oh wow.
I feel like that would be a super fun place to go. I'd probably go see a Yankees game.
Oh,
I'd probably
definitely.
just kind of experience because I haven't really gotten out of Texas too much. And
Okay.
so I haven't really seen what the world has to offer. You know, I'm just kind of stuck to my little Texas bubble my whole life. And I'm hoping soon to get out of it pretty like and just explore. Um,
Nice.
Starting with Florida spring break. So that'll be cool.
Oh, awesome.
So
Eh,
I'm looking
So
forward to
so
that.
like so you never did like any any meet and greets with the fans or anything?
The thing, not necessarily because whenever I blew up, I was a senior in high school, or I was a junior going into senior in high school,
Oh.
and then COVID happened. So I was supposed to go on the Lights Out tour, which is through Vivid Management. It was supposed to be just a summer tour, multiple stops where it's like meet and greets. They
Yeah.
had music playing, just the typical meet and greet style summer tour for social media stars, and it didn't happen because of COVID, which is
Oh,
very upsetting. Like I never really got to experience that because right whenever my come up started happening, the world started, I guess, shutting down. Which it is what it is. Hopefully everything will start getting better. Who knows with this new Delta
oh
strain?
my God, I know, I know. I'm really hoping they don't shut everything down again, because I'm so over this.
I'm over it too, man. You
Oh
have
my
no
God,
idea.
man. I am so over this shit. Like and like so you never been to Philly either or anything?
Never been to Philly. Never.
Wow.
When I
Well,
was younger, I took a couple of cruises
oh
to
nice, nice.
like Cozumel, just the touristy Mexico areas. But I don't remember that. I was a very small child, so
Gotcha.
I don't really remember any of those. So I just say I've never left because that's all I remember is Texas.
Well, if you ever come to Philly to visit, like I'll take you to sports games and stuff.
Sounds good. I'll let you know, man.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
definitely. And so I was looking at something and I saw like you used to be big into video games like Minecraft and stuff.
Whoa. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
I had a
Yeah.
lot of time on my hands today and I decided to do my research.
Wow. That's incredible. No. Yeah. I used to play Minecraft in like middle school, elementary. And I used to make Minecraft roller coasters on there.
Nice.
And I used to set them up, and I had like this cheap webcam, or not webcam, like this screen record software, and it had the biggest watermark I've ever seen because I never paid for it, right? So it
Okay.
just had this giant watermark, and I recorded it, and I used to upload them to YouTube, and I had AC/DC playing in the background, and it was so awesome. That was the first time I've ever made like any video ever. And it was a Minecraft roller coaster, Highway to Hell in the background. I remember it so vividly. I don't know if you can still find that. I don't even know if that's on the internet still.
Oh wow, really?
That is so crazy that you know that. That is so cool. Wow.
Do you like video games like PlayStation and all that too?
Growing up, I played a lot of Call of Duty. Like Black Ops 2 was my game.
Mm-hmm.
I love Black Ops 2. I kind of got out of it because it didn't really make me the happiest person ever.
Yeah,
I used to rate.
I used
to. It was so bad. I'd go through like 5 controllers a month. I would just yell, scream. I'm 100% serious when I say like that was probably the angriest I've ever been in my life playing those games. I couldn't handle it, so I just totally got away with it. I think I sold my Xbox One right when I got it to GameStop for like $200, which
Nice.
wasn't near what it was supposed to be worth. But I mean, I had to do it, and I haven't really played video games since. Occasional, I guess, like Minecraft every now and then.
Mm-hmm. For any of the girls, the females that are watching this, what do you look for in a girl?
Wow, what a great question. I like confidence. No, I like confidence. I just saw a statistic. It was an article. It was like 85% of the time when a woman engages in a relationship with a man first, like makes the first move, 85% of the time it ends in marriage. Fun fact.
Wow, really?
Fun fact. I was just going to make a video on that, so I guess you got first sneak peek. But
oh, sweet.
I think that is a super cool statistic because I do think it's true. I do think that when women radiate confidence, men are kind of standoffish at first, but they really dig it. They really find it intriguing. Like, it's just something about when a girl can hold her own. Maybe it's just in my opinion, but it is the most attractive thing to me is when a girl has her goals, achieves her goals, knows what she wants and gets it. That's really all I look for in a girl.
Oh,
and it's just the confidence. It's just she can talk, she's not afraid, she says what's on her mind. It's perfect. It's like a girl with no filter to me is the key. The key.
Nice. And I deal like besides like the show, I also run a horror site too. And whenever I get a guest on, I always ask them this: do you like horror films? And if you do, what are some horror films you like?
I'm gonna be honest. I get scared easily. I don't go out of my way to watch horror movies.
Okay.
Maybe once in a blue moon. I mean, I'm sure the scariest movie I've watched was probably like The Purge. Like
nice.
one of those, like I felt like it was pretty cheesy, but I mean, real life scary stuff. Like I went to a haunted house when I was probably around 12. That was the first and last time I've ever been to a haunted house. I'll never do it again.
Really?
It was put on by our fire department, and they scared me so bad I cried and had to leave. I can't do it. I don't like the unknown. I don't think. I don't
Okay.
like I don't like not knowing what's gonna happen. It's just not really my thing.
Okay, all right. And what do you like doing during your free time when you're not making videos or being involved with college?
Well, what do you mean by being involved with college? Like doing
Well,
schoolwork
yeah,
or
yeah, like
okay.
when you're not studying and doing homework or doing videos, like what do you like doing during your free time?
One of my favorite things probably that I do, especially it's whenever I'm back at school.
Mm-hmm.
It's once a week, my fraternity tries to have like a family dinner
Oh wow,
where
nice.
we come like the last one we did was crawfish, which was super good. I enjoyed
Oh
that.
man, I love that.
And it's like kind of a potluck thing. You bring something and all of the little sisters, like our sweethearts come, all the brothers come, and it's like a giant family. You just eat and
Nice.
socialize. There's never really alcohol there too, which is pretty neat. I've always enjoyed that. It's
Okay.
like you can drink if you want, it is what it is, but like that's not like a go-to thing to get destroyed. That's kind of like it's more of a relationship builder than anything. So I've always kind of enjoyed that. That's probably one of my favorite things. Going I mean, I go to school in Nacogdoches, East Texas. There's really not much there. So I guess it'd have to be like eating out. Like that's like what you do when there's nothing to do. You just go and eat and socialize, and that's really it. I mean, that's the plan. Those are the plans. What you doing? Nothing. Let's go to Chili's. That's it.
And what are some foods you really like to eat?
Ooh, favorite food, hands down, pizza and ranch.
Oh my God, I love pizza.
Really anything that has to do with ranch. I love like ranch is probably my favorite condiment, but like if I had to choose food, it'd probably be pizza. I love
Nice.
pizza. Can eat it every day. It's like
Oh my
people
God.
want to say it's not balanced. It's probably the most balanced meal ever. It's
Yeah,
got everything you
exactly.
need. It's got your grains. It's got tomatoes in there. I'm pretty sure you got
Hmm.
cheese. It's got everything you need. It's
I
perfect.
know. I know. I mean, me too. Like that's what I love eating. That's my go-to when I'm stuck, don't know what to eat. Pizza.
Absolutely. Philly got some good pizza.
Oh my God, yeah.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, we got like this one place there's an area in Philly called
Mm-hmm.
South Street, and that's like a big a big hangout area. And there's like a pizza spot on South Street that make these like huge ass slices, and it's so good.
That's awesome. Dude, you're making me want to go try it, man.
Well, like I said, if you're ever in Philly, go have some pizza and watch some sports.
I'll let you know, man, for sure.
And before I end the interview, I want to do like a little game. Like it's only like six questions where it's like I ask you one thing or another.
Okay.
Uh, the beach or camping?
Beach. Beach
Okay,
for sure.
nice. Pool or ocean?
Pool for sure. Ocean's scary. You don't know what's in the ocean. Nah, there's sharks in the ocean, man. I'll get eaten alive.
Tik TikTok or YouTube?
You're gonna find this one surprising. YouTube probably.
Really?
I find it more entertaining.
Okay.
I think that if a creator can pique my interest for as long as their YouTube video is, instead of like 60 seconds on TikTok, then they deserve my whole attention. Like there's a couple of YouTubers that I will watch 100% of their videos every time. David Dobrik, Danny Duncan. Just I find their content so engaging. Like I love watching it. And there's no TikToker that I've felt like that for yet, I
Oh
guess.
wow.
Not even myself. Not even myself. I don't think that I make as entertaining videos as they do, honestly.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Playing sports or watching them?
I guess right now. I mean, I'm probably the peak I'll ever be in my life. So I'd probably say play. I mean, while I still
Sweet,
can.
sweet,
Uh
nice.
it's fun getting active, moving around. It's always, and I love competition. I live for it. I love competition. So if there's some friendly competition going on, I would be in heaven, man. Honestly.
Sweet, sweet. Oh man, this is crazy. Like for mostly 90% of the interview, like you were frozen, and now you came back again.
Wow.
And this question I have to ask because my younger cousin is actually a really big fan of yours, and I
Awesome.
mean, and he's like really into you too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I've heard.
you want me to ask you boxers or briefs?
Boxers or briefs? I've always been a briefs kind of guy, man. They're always just more comfortable, in my opinion. Honestly.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just like boxers. I like feeling secure, I guess.
Yeah,
So
really.
boxers are kind of out of the question for me.
Oh
It's always
wow.
been like that. It's always been like that. Maybe when I was like a lot younger, I'd wear boxers, but that was it. Really, I've always been a brief kind of guy.
Oh wow. Okay. You
Mhm.
see, I mean, I don't mind wearing briefs. I just don't like those like whitey whitey kind of briefs.
Oh yeah, I get you. I get you.
Yeah, those are like
I agree. I agree.
oh man. And where can fans find you at, like what's your socials and stuff, if they don't know already? I mean, you got over 1 million followers.
My TikTok is Hudson Roberts. My Instagram is Hudson.Roberts, and my Snapchat is Hudson.John. That one probably threw them for a loop. That's my middle name. John's my middle name. So that's
Okay.
why that's that.
Okay. And last question before I let you go. I'm sure you got stuff to do. um how did it feel like for you, like to have like over 1 million fans, 1 million followers?
It means more than probably anyone will ever know. It means more than words can explain. I mean, I don't really think of it as a number too often. I think of
Hmm.
it as opportunities, and hitting that mark is a huge, huge opportunity. It opens so many doors to so many other, I guess, ventures, different roads I can go down. If I didn't have 1 million followers, I probably wouldn't have my deal with Bank. I probably
True.
wouldn't have some of the friends that really rely on follower counts for who they talk
Hmm.
to. I probably wouldn't have those connections. I just wouldn't have as much opportunity as I do now if I didn't have that follower count. If I'm being honest, which is it's kind of sucks to say, but that's just the way it is. That's
No,
just the way
true,
it is. Like,
true.
it shouldn't be like that, but it's out of my control, man.
Well, I really want to thank you again for doing this. Like this has been so much fun. Like you're definitely a really cool guy, really chill, and thank you again for doing this.
Dude, I've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for having me on. I've really, really enjoyed talking to you. You're a super cool dude. And
Thank
this
you,
is probably
man.
one of my favorite podcasts I've ever recorded in my life
Oh my
so far.
God, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
sweet, sweet.
So thank you, man. Seriously.
Yeah, buddy, thank you. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Well, I mean, I'll let let you go because I'm sure you got a lot to do, and you said you needed to take medicine and stuff too, right?
Yeah, I gotta take my pain medicine. Just got them wisdom teeth out. So I'll be doing that. I wanted to wait and for this so I could like be present and actually give you good responses. So
Oh yeah, like just and not sitting there passed out, right?
yeah, yeah. So yeah, man, for real. Thank you so much. I've actually really enjoyed myself.
Thank you,
It's been
buddy.
cool.
Same. Like I had so much fun with this. Thank you.
It's been cool. And if you ever want me on again, just let me know. You have my number now, and
Yes.
it'll be, hopefully we can have everything perfect next time with the no lagging video and everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
But whenever this is all done, be sure to send me the link on whatever you posted on or whatever. Okay.
Okay, sweet. Thank you.
And I'll promote it out to my followers. I always love doing that.
Oh
And
man.
yeah,
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
for sure, man. All right.
All right,
Well,
buddy.
thank you again. It's been nice talking to you. Great meeting you.
Definitely.
Peace out. I'm gonna go take a nap now.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.